minimizing charisma, maximizing intelligence, shooting someone in the crotch with a cannonball, thrust, propulsion. It's science-y.
Why you always gotta be blowing my spot up like that? There are my runes. There they are. I'm not mad. Science needs art and art needs science. They both need each other to function properly.
There are ways to figure out what the paper is really saying.
And then I'm ready to get on Twitter and yell at people about doing their own research on...
Whoa, hold on there, sports fan.
Kyle Hill, everybody! He's the next generation of science communicator. I'm gonna be too old at a certain point to do those terrible things to my body, and it'll be up to you.
He's got like a lion's mane. This guy's amazing. Kyle Hill.
I'm Boo Rambo.
The universe is indifferent to you. Whether or not you have amazing hair, the universe doesn't care.
How are trees pushing past this pressure limit?
Welcome to the atrium. How's everyone doing today? Hope you've been having a wonderful weekend so far, and maybe the start of your week. If you're on the other side of the world from me, where I might be or not. Happy to have everyone here, of course. Welcome to the atrium. Don't worry about this. It always does that. I don't know why it's always glowing. Happy to have everybody here. Kyle, you look so small. No, everything else. See, everything else is really, I'm huge. See, all this is like, look at me relative to Lola back there. Like, I'm basically enormous. Chat, welcome back to A Scientist Plays, where our goal is to science our favorite video games, get some educational content out of it, and have fun while we do so. I'm your host, K-Man. Guten Tag to you, mercenary. Happy to have you here. I think... Here's a plan. First, we're going to chat about some video game stuff. We're going to chat a little about stuff. And then, we are going to finish finding the most Fallout Radioactive place in Vegas. Okay. I may have been... I'm not drunk. We're going to chat about some video game stuff, and then we are going to find the most radioactive place in Fallout New Vegas. Sorry, this is the first time I'm speaking out loud today. That location in Fallout New Vegas is apparently after the DLC, which we are finishing, and to expedite that process, I may or may not have found an infinite money glitch to give me over 1 million caps to buy all the best weapons and armor so that we can root and toot and blast and shootin' our way through the DLC to get to the most radioactive location. Alexander Cotman, as usual, thank you for the 5 over on YouTube. You can watch over on YouTube or the Twitch. Does not matter to me. Happy to have everyone here. Where, Kyle? I'm so glad you asked. Bring it in. Bring it in. Get in here. Get in here, chat. Happy to have everyone here. The newbies, the oldbies. Not to say that Alex is old, but always very supportive of the stream. Happy to have you here. The streams, of course, gaming streams brought to you by Basilisk. Woo, 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 woo. Woo. The only esports organization that wants to support STEM and create more scientists by playing the hardest games like Magic the Gathering, StarCraft 2, chess. Our StarCraft 2 pros, one of the pros, recently just won the Esports World Cup in StarCraft 2. Hwaza! Hell yeah, hell yeah. I am the head of Outreach, and that is what I am doing now. I'm reaching out to you to let you know about what we're actually trying to do. This jersey has my name on it. It's been a dream of mine. Fun fact, this jersey is 2XL. So whatever jerseys my players are wearing, I think they are very small gentlemen. I am very... Like, this shirt fits me perfectly. And it's like 2XL. I think we have some very small gentlemen. But of course, the stream brought to you by Basilisk. We're affiliated with the Planetary Society, the Caltech's Institute. Get out of my way. Institute for Quantum Information and Matter. You're a mid-build guy? You don't know me. I'm bigger than you think. Predator. If that is your real... Good... What? Versus aliens? Nice. Chad, happy to have you here. If you want to stay up to date on everything that we're doing here at the facility, not just gaming, but otherwise, that's patreon.com/Kyle Hill or the main channel. I mentioned that because I just filmed the first 2 episodes of our new relaunch of the Office Hours podcast featuring your questions and none other than my young ward of the state, ADEF, who will be joining me in the podcast episodes. We filmed it in a new wing in the facility. I stopped spending money on all these nucleotides, which need constant re-synthesizing, and we spent it on a new wing in the facility. We'll be there with ADEF taking only patron questions, and we'll be filming a podcast. That was a banger of a Professors Only the other night. That was a good stream. I did feel good about that stream, Inquisitor. That was a good one. You can also get, as Inquisitor over on YouTube is saying, free live streams, private live streams at the end of each month with me, if I remember. Happy to have you here. Mike D. Is the podcast going to be available anywhere we get our podcasts? So right now it is a video podcast race car. I haven't figured out the audio portion yet. Let us figure out the video portion that we can make exclusive, mostly exclusive for patrons, and then some of them, one of them or some of them will be available on YouTube on the main channel each month. But the goal is to bring more of you into the facility and close the blast doors behind you. I mean, welcome you and have you sit down. So we're kind of doing like a Patreon push thing. So all of it will be free for patrons, people there. But some of it will also be in front of the blast doors. We only started shooting it yesterday, so we still have some things to figure out. You give me all the feedback that you want. We'll figure out the cadence and where it should go and where and when for how much. We'll figure it out. Okay? We'll figure it out. I suppose it wouldn't be too hard to pull the audio. Oh, we have all the audio, so it shouldn't be separated already. So it shouldn't be too hard to just pull that and maybe post it as its own file. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Because it's more of a visual endeavor, this one. But yeah, chat. So before we jump back into Vegas, as I said, to find the most radioactive location, I may have cheated in the game and gave myself 1,000,000 caps, so that we got to get to the other games in the series before the new show comes out in next year or whenever it is. Need to get a move on. Need to get into the other Fallout games. So I cheated a little bit. Okay, not like Lupo level, just like real casual, not for money, for good reason. Okay. But before we get to that, I want to chat a little bit about something we did in the facility that's video game related, and I want to hear your thoughts about it. Let's go. So as you can see, I'm currently in space. I'm currently in espacio. But something that was recently featured in the video gaming section of our private Discord was a photo that looked like this. And everyone likes making these tier lists things blah, 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 blah. So I thought I wanted to hear from you, and I wanted to show you my list first. You must be able to use magic to hear you in space. No, I'm conducting through your skull. I'm touching your forehead to my forehead, and I'm shouting. So, what do video games say about me? If we're talking about one that has tons of hours played, guilty pleasure, one you always come back to, stressful, relaxing, game of your childhood, favorite boss fight, favorite ending, best art style, something you hate that everyone likes, something you like that everyone hates, haven't played it, but you want to play it, best story, best villain, favorite protagonist, best soundtrack, favorite series, favorite game of all time. Okay. So all of us gamers here will have different answers to these. And I should have done this one at a time. But I'm not going to, because that would take too long. So I'm going to give you my list, if you're interested. But before I reveal everything, what do you think, let's just guess. Let's just guess one of them. What do you think my favorite game of all time is going to be? Just guess. Throw it a guess. No best waifu category? Oh, that's Half-Life 2 with Alex, for sure. She's so nice. And human. Well, doesn't need to be human. RuneScape, Fallout, Last of Us, KOTOR, Super Mario, Space Engine, old school RuneScape. That's what you think my favorite game of all time is going to be? Mass Effect, Puppy Simulator. You want this? I can, well, this image is in the Discord that you can edit yourself, but can't be Cyberpunk. Some of you are correct, I think. Let me show you, and then I'm going to give you my reasoning for each. Kevin. 1, 2, shebang. Nice. Even timed it. Okay, Chad. Here's my video game list. We're going to start in reverse order. Right now, my tons of hours played is Diablo 4. And that is mostly because I play hardcore accounts, and when I die on hardcore, you lose your character and it gets deleted from the server. And I've been doing that every season since the game came out, and I must have hundreds and hundreds of hours in it because it's something that I turn on at the end of the night when I'm ready to bungulate. And I've just been pouring a lot of hours into it. I'm currently, in this season, I'm at Torment 3 at like Paragon level like 235, and I'm afraid, and I only need to finish 5 more seasonal activities, and I'll be done. So I'm pretty close on that one. Okay, guilty pleasure. What is? And each time I say the next one of these, spam in the chat what your one is. So tell me what your guilty pleasure is. I'll tell you mine. My guilty pleasure, you see I have an image of Final Fantasy X there, but specifically Blitzball. I have put more hours into playing the minigame, the underwater soccer minigame in Final Fantasy X, than actually playing the story. Mostly because when you get to play Blitzball all the time, you're halfway through the story and the rest of the story is pretty sad. And Final Fantasy X, the ending of it was the first video game that ever made me cry. But I have put too many hours into Blitzball. Too many hours into Blitzball. My guilty pleasure is Destiny 2. Mine's Garrus. Overwatch and Mass Effect are guilty pleasures. I think Overwatch is more of a guilty pleasure because it's bad. Well, Overwatch 1.5. The game that I always come back to. I play Half-Life 2. You cried at Final Fantasy X? Did you not? Have you no heart? Anyway, game I always come back to. I play Half-Life 2 once a year, usually. It is one of the best games, certainly top 5 shooters of all time. It changed the interactivity of shooter stories and how you could tell stories without cutscenes. Half-Life 2 is fantastic. Although I will say, I recently played Black Mesa, and we'll get to you, Sweet Tea. Don't worry. The Last of Us is trash. Hey, you want to argue with me about it? You can argue with me about it. Because you're wrong. Black Mesa might be better than Half-Life 2. I don't think it's better than the DLCs, because the first and second DLCs for Half-Life 2 are fantastic. But Black Mesa is pretty close to the quality of Half-Life 2. It really is. It's really good. Stressful game. Dead Space. The first time I played Dead Space, I rented it from Blockbuster Video. Yes, I'm a millennial. I rented it from Blockbuster Video, and it was so scary to me that multiple times I would boot up the game, get to the start menu, and then just turn off my system. And be like, nope, can't do it. Nope, too scary. Nope, too scary, can't do it. Nope, too scary. Nope. Nope, too scary. Very stressful game, but my favorite horror game of all time for sure. Or at least number 2 is. Relaxing game. I've put dozens of hours, like 200 hours into Vampire Survivors, something you can just turn on and watch the pretty lights and sounds. I like that. Childhood game would be me and my brother playing Star Wars Battlefront 2. We would play it so much, in fact, that we would bring it with us on trips. We bought, again, I'm old, we'd bring portable screens and battery packs so we could play it during long car rides, so we could play it on our boat. My screen name on PlayStation, on PSN, is actually one of the enemies from Star Wars Battlefront 2, back on PlayStation 2. My screen name is still one of the stupid Star Wars names from that game. Hell yeah. Favorite boss fight? Shadow of the Colossus. There's a lot of great contestants for best boss fight, but Shadow of the Colossus both changed what I thought a game could be and changed what boss fights were. In Shadow of the Colossus, it is only boss fights, and each boss fight is a beautiful puzzle that also makes you kind of sad. And I had never experienced something like that at the time, and the remake is also still quite gorgeous. Favorite ending, Red Dead Redemption 1, because it is so brutal, but you see it coming the entire time, and it's like it is a reference to the unending, unstoppable push of civilization through a new Wild West of a country, right? The pushing out of the no rules outlaw for civilization, and that comes to pass with John at the end. But what I still remember to this day is that after the ending with John, you play as John's son a couple years later, and you find the bad guy, and you shoot him in slow motion in his crotch like 13 times, and then the game goes, redemption! It's so fun! It's so fun! Man, I remember yelling in my chair. Hell yeah! Am I wrong for hating on Red Dead Redemption 2? Yes. Red Dead Redemption 2 is arguably, until GTA 6 comes out, Red Dead Redemption 2 is arguably the best made game ever. In terms of story, acting, quality, mechanics, depth, detail. People are still finding new things in Red Dead today. Get some strawberry claws, Alexander. Hell yeah. Anyway, best art style. Borderlands 2 just made everything in Borderlands 1 better. And it has such an iconic art style. When you see cel-shaded art style like that, you only think of Borderlands. It's iconic. It's really good. A game that people like, or it says loves, but not everyone loved this game, but a game that I hate compared to what people may like about it, Death Stranding. Death Stranding is a terrible game. It's hardly a game. It's a walking simulator with a guy who just wants to make weird movies, but instead he makes a barely playable video game with celebrities that he wants to be friends with. I don't like. He's overrated. The game sucks. I don't like it. On the other side of the coin, I like BioShock 2 more than most people. I like BioShock 2 more than most people. I liked playing as the Big Daddy. I liked the Big Sisters. I liked the story. I thought it was great. Kyle, are you any good at 1v1 Commander? I'm pretty good at Commander in general. I have like 750 games recorded, and my win rate is about 49%, something like that. So, Control. Everyone tells me that as a sciencey boy, I need to play Control. I haven't played it yet, but it is in my library, the Ultimate Edition. I know I need to play it. Now, let's get to the top row, the contentious top row. I know many of you are going to disagree with me, and I know one of these you are going to have to go and look up. Best story, Last of Us 2. Chompy, you might want to step away for a second. Best story, Last of Us 2. They iterated on what most people considered to be the best, one of the best games ever made, and they came back and they took a huge narrative swing, an incredibly risky and ballsy way to do a sequel to one of the best received games of all time. I've never played a game like that. I've never seen graphics like that at that time. It has the best acting in any video game. It's the motion capture and all the performances are absolutely stellar. They have not been beaten yet, in my mind. And by the end of the game made me experience things that I've never experienced in a video game. Ever. And I realized that while playing it. And I've never had that experience. And to have those unique experiences points out to me that this was a story unlike any other to me. And I thought as a, like I said, something to... they could have just done a simple follow-up to the game. But instead, they took a huge risk. And that's why you can see why it's so divisive. They took a huge risk. It paid off for me. I've never experienced a game story like that, or a game story structured like that. So for its structure and its execution by the actors, I think it stands. Favorite villain, GLaDOS. I thought a lot about this one, but hey, sweetheart. But GLaDOS, instantly iconic villain. Brought actual humor to a villain character. Different kind of villain, not malicious, but like neutral evil. And yeah, like I said, instantly iconic voice, iconic design in two of the best games ever made. I think that's easy. Would you like to say something? Okay. Can you turn on the air conditioning, sweetheart? Everyone say happy birthday to Arya. It's Arya's birthday as well. Awesome HBT, very angry with my my choice. That's fine. She can see you. She can see you. Don't worry. Ari's just, she's around the other pressure vessel over there. She's hermetically sealed over there. Favorite protagonist. Again, I'm a single player story acting kind of guy. Like, I love a good performance. And Arthur's performance in Red Dead Redemption 2, I think, has to be one of the most nuanced impressive performances across a 200-hour game. You know, do you know how many lines Arthur must have had? But Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption 2, to play an anti-hero, to have that much heart and soul in a very gruff character, to have you actually care about his plight, to change, to see the evolution of a killer with a heart of gold into how the ending comes to pass. I think it's ooh, I'd check that one out. You want Arthur Morgan in a movie, exactly? Yeah, no, he's fantastic. Now this next one, I was wrestling with this next one because I recently played an indie game called Gris, which is now in like my top 5 games of all time. You can beat it in 3 to 4 hours, but you need to experience it. It has an amazing soundtrack. But I remembered, again, I am old. I got one of the first iPads. Okay. One of the first iPad games was called Sword and Sorcery, which took full advantage of everything the iPad could do at the time. It's pixel art. It's amazing. The soundtrack to Sword and Sorcery on the iPad is so good that I made it my ringtone on my flip phone. Kyle the type to cry at the end of Titanic? Come on, bro. What does that even mean? I don't think I cried at the end of the Titanic. I cried at the end of The Notebook. Maz with a raid of 58. Big raid, big raid. Thank you, Maz, over on Twitch. Thank you so much. Hello, Raiders. Yes, we are going through my list of games, and then we are getting into the most radioactive places in Fallout New Vegas. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yeah, Sweet Tea, if you've never, it means what it means. Well, then get the hell out of here. If you don't like my opinions, that's fine. I don't think I cried at the Titanic. I definitely cried at the end of Final Fantasy II. It doesn't matter. I cried at the end of Red Dead Redemption. I cried twice at the end of Red Dead Redemption, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. When the song "That's Just the Way It Is" starts playing, and you're riding to your camp for the last time, whew. And then when you, at the end of Arthur's missions, when you're sitting there watching the sunrise, and they bring back I stand unbroken, I stand unshaken. Yeah. And they re-swell the orchestral. You're looking at a sunrise, and they swell back in the orchestral version of Unshaken. Oh man. Whoo! Whoo! Sweet Tea, come on. Anyway, so that's pretty close for a best soundtrack. So is Gris, but I'm going with Sword and Sorcery, a game with a soundtrack so good I put the iPad game soundtrack on a flip phone. Sheesh. Very good, very good. Hello, Raiders. Hello, Raiders. Happy to have you here. If you hear me futzing with something, I'm futzing with a jet fan in my pocket. Sorry. Favorite series? I realized, I think, it's a close between Mass Effect and Horizon. But God of War, I've played every single God of War game. I've enjoyed every single God of War game. Each one of them has their iconic moments. Each one has some of the best boss fights with the best scale and scope of all time. They can go from power fantasy to father and son drama. I even played the God of War game on the PSP. The PSP. And the last 2 God of War games, Ragnarok and the previous, are some of the best games ever made, again, in terms of acting and mechanics and graphics and all of that. I think that has to be my favorite series. I've played every single one of them, and all of them are fun and great and interesting. Sweet Tea is not going to like what I'm about to say. I cried within the first 5 minutes of God of War Ragnarok because they didn't warn me how that game was going to start. Dude, you got to play Abiotic Factor. Fans of this game even made a character for you in the actual game. No. Fans didn't make that character. I did a performance with the developers of the game, and I'm in that game. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. We got to play it. We're going to make a server on our private Discord, and all of our facility members are going to play Abiotic Factor together. You did? Yeah, no, that's me. They didn't make that character after me. I voiced all those lines and improvised a lot of my own lines. Yeah, no, I'm officially in that game. Yeah, man. But yeah, no. My man, Tyler, welcome. But of course I know him. He's me. Yeah, I'm in that game. Something I want to do more and more. I want to get more into voice acting. But we'll see. Anyway, God of War, man, is it a good game, especially Ragnarok. Oh, you're in Ragnarok too? No. Hey, that Thor is a little bit beefier than me. That guy is like 6'4", 450 pounds. Not quite that size. Not yet. And finally, before we get back into New Vegas, welcome again, Raiders. Tell me your games. My favorite game of all time has to be The Last of Us 1. At that time when that game came out, I think it received the most 10 out of 10s of any game at that time, the most Game of the Year awards of any game at that time. It had amazing graphics and mechanics for the time. It was a more human take on a zombie story. It had the best acting I had ever seen at the time. The story was heartbreaking and punctuated with amazing set pieces and moments. The ending of The Last of Us 1 is instantly iconic. It's one of the best endings of all time. It took so many tropes from action adventure games and changed them into emotional moments. One of my ones that always stands out to me is like you're going through this hotel with Ellie, and you are trained as a gamer to, press triangle and she'll help you. And you press triangle and she helps you with the ladder. You press triangle, she helps you with this. But she seems like she's, angry about something. And then at the end of the hotel, you press triangle and she doesn't come to help you. And you realize that's because she's emotionally not ready to help you. So you have to go over to her and talk to her about why that mechanic isn't working. You know what I mean? And then you have this conversation, and then she ends up shortly thereafter having to kill the first person she ever killed. And it sets, so it takes like an emotional moment and then immediately punctuates it with an incredibly violent moment. And I'll remember that forever. I'll remember the deaf brother, how that scene plays out, and then how that punches you in the gut and then keeps going, and so many iconic moments in that game. I think it's got to be up there. It's got to be up there. I miss when video games was all about Mario. I mean, Super Mario Odyssey is one of the best games I've ever played. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is one of the best games I've ever played, but it really is, to me, something that can give me an emotional in any kind of way, whether that's catharsis or ecstasy or anguish or, whatever it is. I'm looking for games to affect me, And then speaking of games affecting me, what about Radioactive ones? Chat, welcome, of course. Welcome, of course, to the facility, where our goal is to science your favorite games. And today we are jumping back into New Vegas. Again, I said that I may have cheated a little bit and given myself a million caps so that we can get to the end of this game in this DLC. Oh, Shattuck. Sorry. Shattuck, thank you again for the 10. As usual, my man. Sir Kyle, he of the spiritually divined hair. God of War was amazing, but Expedition 33 is so far as amazing. Yeah, I have not played that yet, but Chompy in the chat is actually playing it. I'll get to it. How many rads would it take to make a person into a giant hand monster? Science time. I'll put it this way. The amount of radiation it would take to change your phenotype or how you outwardly look from your genotype would probably just straight up kill you. Abiotic factor is better? No, it's not. There's no way. And I'm in that game. It can't be. Love that the Vault Boy looks like you. What are you talking? Wait. What? Whoa! Whoa! That. So, of course, in front of me, two quantum dot monitors. I can see what you're saying, what we're playing. It's definitely not a thick lady. What we're doing is playing Fallout. Sheesh. Woo! They save lives, chat. They save lives. They save lives. Do you know they use radiation in our food? So, science time. To be clear, Predator Acer Z over on YouTube, they don't use radiation in your food. They use radiation on your food. So, radiation is a non-chemical way to sterilize food. You blast food and medical equipment and other items with radiation, and it kills the microorganisms on that food, and that's how you can sterilize that food. Now, when I say radiation, that might sound scary, but you realize that we already do that kind of thing with ultraviolet rays, and ultraviolet rays are radiation. Ultraviolet is just slightly weaker than X-ray and gamma rays. It's all on the same spectrum, much like most of you are on this. So it's the same. You've heard about UV sterilizing things before. This is just using more powerful version of those photons, like X-rays and gamma rays, to irradiate your food such that it is sterilized and it's not leaving behind any radioactive contamination because it's just photons. There's no mass there. There's no particles of stuff. You know what I mean? Do you mean UV light? Yeah, that's what I said. How far away would you have to be for an outstretched thumb to cover up that booty? Woohoo! I wish I knew what you were talking about. I really do. Do you know if you're going to be in the new Atomic Heart? I do not know. I do not know. I know as much as you do about the new Atomic Heart at the moment. I'm actually talking with them about something, but my character is not dead, so it is a possibility that I could be in the next game. Don't know. I would like to be. I would like to be. Ultraviolet is weaker than purple, bro. Dr. Evo, you have the spectrum backwards. No, it is not. I'm kind of a nuclear boy these days. If you want me to explain the electromagnetic spectrum to you, I can, and I'll do so at length. Welcome to A Scientist Plays Fallout New Vegas. Let's get rad, dads! Okay, so I want to show you how much I've been cheating. First, because I want to get to the end of this DLC so that we can actually move on to more games. Now, usually your companions aren't very maxed out. And remember, we are trying to go for the maximum number of science times, chat. What are we at? 180 something just for this series so far. Now, usually, your companions aren't that kitted out. Boone here is not one of those. He is ready to thrash. Also, usually in these games, you don't have that many caps. Caps are hard to come by. That's why things cost a lot, etc. The best things cost a lot. Please turn your eyes to the top right corner. Them's a lot of capums. I also bought every single one of the best weapons in the game. From the Gunrunner's arsenal stuff, from grenade launchers to anti-material rifles to chainsaws to miniguns to riot shotguns. I'm ready to party. I'm ready to party. With over 1 million caps. Max, thank you again. Maz X, sorry. Thank you again for the raid. Love that I found you on Twitch. Your YouTube videos are a ton of fun and educational and entertaining. Thank you, Maz. I appreciate that. I appreciate the raid. Welcome, everyone, from over in Maz's neck of the woods. Speaking of which, we put out a new short yesterday night, and the next video, I promise, is on its way. And it's going to be inside of a cooling tower in Slovakia. And I'm going to explain everything you need to know about nuclear cooling towers, how they work, why they're shaped that way, and why they make me so interested. Interested. 1 million. Yes, I have. So I cheated and I'm maxed out. I'm not maxed out in level, but we need to finish this DLC so that we can nuke Caesar's Legion, so that we can go and check out that crater, so we can add that to the video that we're making for YouTube. And then we can move on to Fallout 3 or something like that. Okay. So this guy is jacked, but do I have a nail gun? No, it's a minigun. Lonesome that. Anyway, so I'm going to tell Boone to go suck an egg.
What is it?
Which is what people used to say for some reason.
If that's what you
Go ahead to Lucky 38, and now I'm going to hang out with my favorite robot. This Kyle, you can survive a head-on nuke. Dude, people are killed by fireworks. There's no way you can survive a head-on, even a... So the smallest... Science time. So, like, the smallest nuke I've ever heard of. So, context. Another science time. Thank you, Dave, for the $5. My favorite couple on YouTube. Dave and Eileen Kenny Breen. Welcome, welcome. The bombs that were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki were about 15 kilotons of TNT equivalent. That means 15,000 tons or 15 million kilograms of TNT. That's the equivalent. That's what you would say is the yield of those weapons. Trying to find something to repair here. That's fine. Repair. That's a yield of those weapons. Those were basically the smallest nukes ever made. Until they tried to make smaller tactical nuclear weapons. You've heard about these because they are what the mini nukes in this game is based on. I didn't need to do that. The mini nukes in this game are based on a real weapon system called the Davy Crockett. And I think the yield of those weapons was something like 1.5 kilotons. Now, that's still 1.5 thousand tons. So 1.5 million kilograms of TNT exploding in your face. You don't come back from that sorts of things, from that kind of fear pair. All right, let's continue onwards. It should not allow you to select your homies in VATS. It always confuses me. Now, we have to make it to the other end of this divide. Now, the divide was exploded apparently by me and I lost my memory. But I was delivering a mysterious package that detonated all the nukes in this area, severing this area in twain. And now it's the Divide. But they wanted to cut off, I think the Legion wanted to cut off a supply chain for the NCR, something like that. I way underestimated that yield in my guessing. Well, kiloton means a million, right? Because 1,000 is kilo, and then a ton is 1,000 kilograms. So it's always heavier than you think. Now think of a megaton. That's 1 billion kilograms. Sheesh. The yield of Davy Crockett was 20 tons? But the same physics package had a yield about 20 kilotons. Is that true, Frederick? I thought it wasn't the same as the Hiroshima bomb. No, it wasn't. Was it? Yeah, it's a minigun, baby. What do you think? Free science time. What do you think about that hornet's nest in the nuclear facility? Bugs are everywhere, man. The fact that there's hornets in a nuclear facility doesn't scare me or surprise me. Could they ingest some contaminated material and use them in, say, their nests to make their nests slightly radioactive, or maybe even somehow get into their metabolism and make their stings radioactive? Maybe. I don't know, but probably not. I mean, a scary thing would be if they somehow incorporated like a hot particle into their nests, but that doesn't. There's no hot particles around there. That's exploded nuclear fuel, you know.
He's not dangerous. Look, he's hurt. Can we take him home, Dad? Maybe Mom can fix him.
I don't know, son. What if someone comes looking for it?
That's how you get Casadores. Do you know that Casadores are based on the tarantula hawk wasp in real life, and they're just as scary in real life. Although they don't really sting people, but when they sting people, it's like the 3rd worst sting pain of all, or something like that.
Yay! He'll be just like Ralphie.
Oh, I do miss that boy. You sure did. Was it worth it? I can still make it. Come on. Come on, little guy. Kyle when he plays a movie with a controller. Sweet Tea, isn't it fun that you became a member against your will? I think that's fun. And yeah, sometimes I like when my games are kind of more movie-ish. But if the movie has amazing actors and the story is really interesting, does it super duper matter? You know? Kyle, did you hear about the new black fungus species in Chernobyl that's absorbing radiation? Yeah. As far as I know, that's old news. What you're talking about is so-called radiotrophic fungi. Now, instead of chemotrophic or phototrophic, instead of using photons of light from the sun that you can normally see with your eyes, the idea is that they are using radiation, mostly like gamma rays from cesium-137 contamination. And they're using those gamma ray photons to separate chemicals and grow that way. So they'd be radiotrophic instead of chemo or photosynthetic or whatever. That's what it means when they are absorbing radiation. Kyle, why haven't you talked about it? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't dislike you, Kyle, but I wish I never saw that list. Dude, if me liking The Last of Us makes you not like me as a person, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. Doesn't matter all that much. Don't matter all that much. It's just that it's confusing to me. I really hope we don't have a repeat of last stream when I stepped on literally every landmine in America. No, I know, Sweetie. It's just confusing to me when people say things like, The Last of Us is trash, when it simultaneously gets more 10 out of 10 awards than any game ever made, and then has like a Emmy award-winning series based on it that everyone loves the first season of, etc., etc. Like, It's... Anyway, I don't care. I really hope I don't... What are you... My bro. My little Robro. What are you going for? Robro. What are you going for, man? Uh-oh. Someone's been eating people down here. Who are you shooting at? I'm going slow. I don't want to step on a stupid landmine. Alright, we need to get to the end of the divide. Over yonder. Oh, hello. Ah! Oh! Okay, this is not going to be very... Yes, this way. Oh! Exploded. Kyle, can people actually explode when hit with that many bullets? Yeah. I've seen it. You guys are way up there, but you're nothing against the red glare. Come here. Oh, shnikes, he's got a rocket launcher. Oh, he's got multiple This will not happen again. Hey, Kyle, how old are you? Yes, I am. All right. No more Mr. Splice Guy. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I should use VATS. I'm more used to Fallout 4 where you don't really need to use VATS because the aiming and stuff is better, but... I know, it's sad. Don't tell me your sad story or else I'm going to cry in front of Sweet Tea and he's not going to like it. Alright. 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 Okay. Alright. Give me those rockets? No. Alright. Alright. Where are you? You're up there, right? No more. Mr. Nice Guy. Come on. Come on. ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde estás? Uh-oh. Hello. Oh! I have this thing upgraded out the wazoo too. Look at this thing. Alpha Strike, auto launcher, far sighting. I don't even know what that does. Not on my watch! Chainsaw! Fool! There's hair blowing in my face. As per usual, as per usual, as per usual, as per usual. Where are you? Oh! Oh. It's so strong, the game broke. The game refuses your victory. Notice how it says Science Victory on my sleeve? How cool is that? Because we're serious about the victory. Damn it, I'm back here. Kyle, is a chainsaw sword, like in 40K, possible? I don't see why not. You can put a chainsaw on anything if you're not scared. Your legs are fine. Walk it off. Damn it. Yeah, walk off that leg wound. Ooh. 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 Piece of candy. And husband is watching Evo? Yeah, I think one of our co-founders of Basilisk is at Evo right now scouting out fighting game players. Looking to add some fighting game players to our roster, which is very cool. Kyle, I still don't understand how the fungus survives the gamma radiation. Well, it's resistant. So, generally speaking, you know, the simpler the organism, the less susceptible it is to radiation damage. Part of that is a simple simple number of cells problem, right? The less cells that you have, the less number of times that you could have your DNA messed with, right? But you can also be more radio resistant than other organisms or not. So this fungus could be resistant to radiation the same way that, you know, flower beetles are or tardigrades are. That's not crazy, right? You can have different organisms with different radio resistances. The cool thing is that there's speculation that they are using that the energy in a gamma ray photon to split molecules to get the same sugars and energy that you'd get photosynthesizing instead. You know what I mean? That's what photosynthesis is. Photosynthesis is just using photons of light to break apart molecules to fuel the plant. Right? A photon of light from the sun is on the very same electromagnetic spectrum that a gamma ray photon is on. Gamma is just higher energy. So it is using a different part, well, we think it's using a different part of the spectrum. That's what's cool. That it's not using light, it's using even more penetrative light that we can't see with our own human eyeballs. See what I'm saying? All right, these guys are killing me too fast, and I don't like it. Oh, right, I didn't die. The game died. Right, okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, God. Here we go. I know it's sad. You had to leave this sweet little baby. I know. Let's go. That's all right. You can nuke anyone you want to nuke, Jumpy. Are we allowed to talk about tungsten swords? Of course you are, but I may or may not answer you anymore. Yeah. Yeah, Poopy, yep. I hate saying your name. Yeah. No, it's evolution at work, right? You have evolution is just about environmental, random mutations being selected for against environmental pressure. So if there's a large, now dominant environmental pressure from something like radioactive contamination, it makes sense that if there's a random mutation that gives you more radiation resistance, or you can thrive in a more radiation-laden environment, it makes sense that those changes or mutations would be selected for. So if it just happens to be... Oh! If there just happens to be mutations that make you more rad resistant or allow you to split apart, you know, chemicals and molecules easier or better than the other organisms around you, then that would be selected for. Let's get inside where it's harder to rocket me to death. Oh, that's not... Okay. Sleep. Okay. Here we go. I shan't be rocketed in here. Ow! Ow! Damn it. Guy's got a good shot. Edie, go get him. Edie, fight for me. Die for me. Arrgh! Arrgh! Tungsten is too heavy for a sword. Depends on the sword. Arrgh! There's a guy with a rocket launcher out here. That's what I'm worried about. Beep, boop, bop. And I grilled a bunch of mantis. So don't judge me for that. No, Edie. Edie, stay there. Edie, get down. Come on, get down, Edie. Edie, move your little robo body. Edie, do we get him? Come on, get up. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's great. I love it. It's crazy. Frederick, I know, right? Frederick, I know, right? Oh. Make sure you find the Ralphie posters. They can also upgrade Edie. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. See, one thing that getting 1,000,000 caps that's not super sweet, though, is like I have no... The incentive to loot has gone way down. You know what I mean? But I do like getting all of their ammunition from their butts. Anytime. Anytime. Oh. No! Blast it! Osmium is heavier than tungsten, more dense than tungsten, isn't it? I think so. I think so. It's probably fine. Wait, does that mean there's a warhead around his-er? Chat, don't argue with the mods. If you argue with the mods, I will side with the mods, and you will be defenestrated. Out the nearest airlock. Does that mean I'm in space? Maybe. Don't... Maybe. Can we make a sword with osmium? I've never, like... Oh, yeah, that's why. I've never seen osmium. Like, IRL. So we gotta get the item back out to blow that thing sky high. Wait, why did I do that? God damn it. So naive. Okay, here we go. No, just Chompy, just nuke him. Glass that guy. Woohoo! That would have killed me. Oh, oh. Ooh, I don't remember environmental destruction in this game. That's fun. Osmium is the densest naturally occurring element. Correct again. I have 4,000 nails, and all I need is a crotch to shoot them in. There's another one right there. And all I need is a... Oh! Come here. Come here, get nailed. Oh, my crotch! Ow, my crotch! Ow!
Chicken Super Chatted $10. Hey Kyle, finally finished Abiotic Factor.
Hell yeah.
Ran into an interesting dude in the reactor level.
Oh, really?
He seemed like an award-worthy science communicator and looked like an 8-bit Hemsworth.
Oh, huh. Yeah, no, that's weird. Yeah, I heard that. Get your crotch nailed! Come on! Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yes! Hey, why don't you stick around? Why don't you stick? Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you stick around? Stick around, because I nail you to the ground. Yeah. No. I heard that there was a interesting individual in Abiotic Factor who may or may not have looked like an award-winning science educator. That's really interesting. Super interesting. Super interesting. Super duper interesting. And I recommend that you play that game, because I hear it's quite good, and I recommend it. And I hear that it's quite good, and I recommend it. And I hear that it's quite good, and I recommend it. Anytime. Anytime. That guy's on island time for sure. Do I have that already? I do. Ooh, don't need that then. Zoop. Where am I going? That way, towards the glowing beacon. To the beacon! Gondor calls for aid. Ooh, where's this taking me? Gondor calls for aid. Ooh. Shouldn't be up here. Got the experimental ad blocker below turned on. YouTube's whitelisted as not blocked on ad blocker, and I got an ad right before unavailable because ad blocker. Weird. No, everyone's cool. Everyone's cool. We're all cool. Everyone's cool here. I'm fine here now. How are you? Did you have input on the dialogue for Abiotic Factor? Yeah, so they, we were pretty collaboratory on it. They wrote some lines, but unlike my acting in Atomic Heart, they weren't already mocapped, so I didn't have to match anyone's, speech and movements. So we worked together on the lines. They had almost all the lines that they wanted already, but then they asked me to improv some lines of my own, and so I did. Try to say things that were sciencey and funny, and yeah, a lot of it made it into the game. Ooh, that's cool. I get to go into the sewers from this giant uptown funk. Sick. I can't give you a totally unbiased review of Abiotic Factor, but a lot of the facility members like the game quite a lot. So much so that they want to start their own server so that we can all play together. So based on their recommendation, I would. Oh, get nailed! Oh, God, this hurts so bad. Chainsaw. So based on their high recommendations, and I trust them, I would have to say yes. Oh, Edie, don't look. Edie, don't look. Edie, don't look. It's a harrowing scene. Edie, don't. Avert your eyes, young bot. Damage with beam weapons. Hell yeah. Look away, it's disgusting. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. Oh, wait, Gondor was calling for lemonade? Oh, well, I don't have any of that. Ranger armor. Elite Ranger armor? Aw. Well, now I have to wear that. Huh? Well, how... But now I have to... Oh, it's not as good. I mean, guns plus 10? Oh, my... Edie, come here. Oh, my... We'll go repair it when they tell us it's damaged. Oh, my... Would plasma weapon... Would plasma weapon work? The problem... We've talked about this a couple of times. Excuse me. The problem with plasma weapons is that... Oh, hell yeah. Woo-hoo. Is that plasma as another state of matter is basically just super hot gas. It's gas that is so hot that its electrons come off of it, and the electrons start moving around in this gas, and it makes the plasma itself able to conduct electricity and to respond to electromagnetic fields. That's why you can confine a plasma in something like a fusion reactor, and you can get it to respond to magnetic fields, etc., etc. But again, the problem is that it is a gas that you have to confine in something like... There's nothing else up here. In something like a magnetic field. Right? Your legs can take it. Oh, they could. Oh, okay. Your legs can take it. So if you're using plasma in a weapon, you still need it contained. It is a small amount of hot gas that would need to be very dense if you wanted to have it have any amount of kinetic energy when you're shooting it at someone. So what I'm trying to say is no. Not really. You're better off with some kinetic something or other. So I'm going to use this plasma rifle now. See, in reality, when you're shooting this out, like, that thing, that little ball of gas would immediately, because it's so hot, would expand outwards like hot air wants to do, and it wouldn't keep itself in, like, this dense projectile kind of thing. You know what I mean? One moment. One moment. I gave you too many chances, Mr. Silly. You got too many chances, and now you got nuked. That's what happens. That's what happens. That's what happens. That's what happens. What? What do you see? What do your elf eyes see? You got too many chances. Got too many chances. Maybe up that way? It's dark in here. Maybe up this way? Can you see it with... What do you... See it with your special eyes? How do I... Because that just goes there. Is there another nuke that I'm missing? Looks like I can go over right there. Does it not? Or maybe there's like a tunnel. Oh, or maybe I just go up this thing. Hit. Oh, wait. Hit. Speed running. Speed running. Okay, that can't be it. Okay. Maybe down through this building. Chat, how we doing? We're up to 18 science TMPUs so far. That's not bad. If you've learned anything so far, if you're having a good time, spam emoji. Spam emoji. Get sick with it and spam. Oh, okay. Those are those. Okay. Spam a sick emoji and get with it. Okay. What? What'd you see? There's another... What is it? Did you see... What are you guys so excited about? Oh, wait. There's another bomb. Daredevil isn't blind. He just sees in a very different, very special kind of way. Well, I mean, technically, Daredevil is blind. Right.
Scott AD super chatted $7.25. Sir Kyle.
Yes, sir.
How will you get anything else done without a plasma rifle in the 40-watt range? And, what do I need to do to have a real one of those?
You want a real plasma rifle? I legally can't tell you how to do that. He was excited about the poster. Yay! Yay! He's happy! Yay! Okay, that's how you get... Edie, look away. Edie, look away. You don't want to look at that. Edie, look away. Edie, that's... Oh, sorry. Did I come from this away or that? Wait, I didn't go this way yet, did I? Don't think so. Did I go this way? No, I didn't. All right. Yeah, plasma torch. We already have those. That sounds to me like a .308 round, probably hand-loaded. That would have destroyed most robots your size. No wonder you didn't make it all the way to Navarro. I'm sorry, I didn't... Sounds like they blew out your primary stabilizing jets. I can't believe you kept going after that, little fella. No time to talk. Keep moving. Okay. Wait, what was just added? The tunnelers. Oh, okay. Okay, so I have to go through here. Which means I'm going to have to do... Don't worry, little man. Or little woman. Or little gender-neutral bucket of bolts. Don't worry. I have a chainsaw. The tunnelers The tunnelers will have to go through me to get to your cute little face. The tunnelers will have to go through me. Oh my God, it's Kyle. Welcome, Jessa. How you doing? How's it going? How you been? Just a second. How you been, Jessa? Just a second. I'm almost being killed by disgusting lizard crawlers.
Josh Glover super chatted $5.
Josh!
Kinda disappointed the Fallout plasma weapons are cloud shooters, not L.I.P.C. type weapons like in the Demon and Freedom books.
Thank you, Josh, for the 5. I have no idea what those books are or what LIPC stands for. I would guess it stands for linear something and then plasma something. But if you have an alternate description of a plasma weapon, I'd be willing to hear it. Okay, make it through these disgusting tunnels. Sunflower Summer's Diary. It will remain. Hey, it's Seymour. Sure, I'll take Seymour. Hey there, Seymour. Hey there, Seymour. How you doing? How you doing, you weird doggy? It sounds like Linak. Is that a linear accelerator? Ooh, I like the light shining down. Oh, there's so many of them. Get your chainsaw out. Ah! See, I'm using this chainsaw, A, because it's... Oh, I didn't mean to use that. A, because it's awesome. And 2, because it ignores damage resistance. Uh-oh. Oh, that's the queen of the... That was the queen of the tunnelers. And she just hurt me. Which means she's gonna get a rocket right to the face. Right after I deal with these hooligans. Come get some! Come get some. I'm trying to get to the end of this dang DLC so I can show the people what they want. Radiation stuff. Yes. This is why chainsaws aren't good weapons? So, You, I wish you knew what you were talking about. I really do. Oh, man.
Josh Glover super chatted $5. Lip laser induced plasma channel. First heard of them in those Daniel Suarez books.
Science time. Cool science time. So, those, what you're describing is totally possible. Now, you guys can Google this and see images of this. But, because... So, plasma... how do I say this? You can direct lightning with laser beams. And you can look that up. Okay. By shooting a laser beam through the air, a powerful laser beam through the air. Thank you for the 5, Josh. By shooting a powerful laser beam through the air, you can partially ionize that air, which means you're removing electrons from the air, which means you're making the air more electrically conductive. And so, in the presence of something like a lightning bolt, the path of least resistance will be through that ionized channel, or even channel of plasma. So, what you're describing, Josh, I'm imagining Daniel Suarez is talking about this, which is creating a channel with a laser beam through which something like a high current could pass through, like a lightning bolt. And bolts of lightning are just create plasma in the air, right? Those bolts of lightning, what you see, that is plasma. right? So you can, yeah. So Thor's hammer has a laser pointer on it. Yeah, exactly. So go ahead and look this up. There are studies that show this. You can see scientists directing electrical outbursts with lasers, and it looks pretty cool. You know, if I was going to change the weather, which I won't, because I'm a nice guy. If I were to change the weather, just a second, I'll put some landmines here. those stupid idiots. If I were to change the weather, I would use lasers and lightning bolts and then plasma mines, much like this. And then I'm gonna get this, and then I'm gonna... Take two, ya yabby! Whee! Oops! Isn't it possible to change the weather with cloud seeding? I can't legally say. If I told you how to change the weather, then I would eventually have to answer Marjorie Taylor Greene's questions in Congress, and I don't want to talk to her. She's an idiot. Guns up to 90. Melee weapons up to 59. 58, 57, 57, 57, 42. Now, is there a perk that lets me travel while over encumbered? That is what I need. That is what I need. Is that it? Items with a weight of 2 or less weigh half as much. Nah. That is what I need. Being over encumbered no longer prevents you from fast travel. Okay, what do I need? Barter 70, endurance 6. Back. Barter 70. It's at 14. Endurance 6. Beep, boop, up. Beep. Endurance is already at 6. 7. Boop. Now you will see the true power of a buffalo gourd seed. I know Tietna makes me sad too whenever I see MTG somewhere, and I'm like, oh, you mean her, not the card game. Jessica, have you played Helldivers 2? Yes, I have. It's a fun game. But right now, I'm trying to align with some of our main channel ambitions and find the most radioactive locations in the Fallout games, so we have something to talk about later. Oh, that would hurt so bad. Oh. So I think I have a mod on this chainsaw that is sciencey. See, it says carbide teeth. So, you know, there's a scale called the Mohs, M-O-H''S, Mohs hardness scale. And basically, that is a measure of a material's hardness. And so anything with a hardness less, anything on the scale with a high, anything with a 5 can scratch anything with a 4 and below in terms of hardness. And it goes all the way up to 10. 10 being like diamond. And so like tungsten carbide and stuff like that. If something is very, very hard, and it's harder than, say, the flesh of a lizard, then it can scratch and eat into that less soft stuff. How does a ripper work? Same thing. A ripper is a handheld chainsaw. Although handheld chainsaws are dangerous. The reason being why you always want to put 2 hands on a chainsaw, from what I learned as an arborist back when I was a teenager. That's because if you suddenly hit something very hard, there's a lot of kinetic energy. So many sciences. There's a lot of kinetic energy in the rotation of these teeth, and if that kinetic energy is suddenly stopped by hitting something really hard that you can't cut through, that momentum can be redirected. And if you're not ready for that, it's basically like the recoil on a gun, and it can bounce back and then chainsaw you in your face. And I've seen that happen. So that's why you want two hands on a chainsaw. Also why a ripper would be really scary to me. Because I've seen a chainsaw go into somebody's eye. Like not just like, I'm not talking like your forehead, like they're using one hand and it hits them here. And then I was forever terrified of chainsaws. Hey, Kyle, you want to cut this tree down? Yeah, I'm good. You can do it.
Next week on Ralphie the Robot's Incredible Odyssey.
Ralphie, hurry! If Reno General Winters catches you, you'll never make it home.
Wait, did they make an entire story out of...
No! Ralphie, fly far, fly
Wait, I don't...
fast.
What came first?
Tune in next Saturday for the exciting conclusion. Only on Vault-Tec.
Did they make this sentient robot's journey into a show afterwards or before, and he's recapitulating it?
And who left these old videos playing? We've got a big...
Well, it doesn't make sense. I'm asking questions. Yes, Ralphie would be very proud of you, my friend. Yay! I'm just trying to get home. Yeah, so diamonds are hard, but they're not strong. That's a material strength difference. That's like a material science difference, right? Like obsidian, for example, is extremely, extremely sharp, but it's very brittle. It can't absorb very much energy in its strength, in its stress over strain diagram. So if you plot, the PSI pressure on something versus how much the material deforms, if it can take a lot of pressure and deform a lot, there's a lot of area under that curve. That area under the curve represents energy that it can absorb in joules, basically. Obsidian can't do that. Its graph looks very different because it can't take very much stress at all before it completely shatters and totally deforms. So the area underneath that graph is not a lot of energy. You know what I mean? Nah, I mean... Yes, you cute little robot. So determined. It fills me with determination. I'm filled with determination. I'm more of a megapascals guy. Yeah, me too. It's just easier.
Falling deep in the divide might have been your work. Wouldn't kill you. Maybe close. Knew you'd survive, but no need to go any farther. You've brought me what I need. That machine with you, sealed in the Hauptville silo. Needed someone to unlock it, bring it home. Now the signal's strong enough.
What do you mean?
No need
Don't you steal Edie from me.
to carry it anymore.
If you take Edie from me, I will find you and I will kill you. What? Edie's not going anywhere.
You gave it a name. What was it to you? It's a messenger.
Okay, what does it do then?
And it shares our history. If you feel its loss, remember, you could have turned away but you had to make one last delivery.
You're not taking Edie from me?
The machine you brought is mine now. It's coming home. I'll reduce it to parts, just enough to function.
You better not.
To be aware of what's happening.
You better not.
What's inside that machine. That's all that mattered. All the machine.
Okay.
Inside its frame. It carries the message you brought here.
Okay.
And it'll do what it was programmed to do. What the giants here will listen
Okay.
to. I'll bring the divide to your home. Big
Okay.
mountain access code.
Oh, okay. So it also has the code to the nuclear missile silos that I made go off by accident inside the divide. So it's going to send. He wants to send the robot back where it came from to launch the nuclear missiles back where it came from to destroy those places too, because his place was destroyed. Is that what's happening? How do you think ED floats flies? They're probably like tiny mini rotors or something. I don't know.
Ulysses. Navarro.
No! Come back! No! ED! No! Oh, God. No. Oh, those are the nuclear missiles right there. No! Well, now I'm too heavy. So I'm going to put them in here. I'm assuming I'll have a little thing. A little, yeah, okay. So now I have to put this, oop, oop, oh, oh, I'm gonna, wait, oop, put that there. In the divide, what you brought here, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. That's what you sound like. That was hurting my voice. I'm coming for you, my little robot. I'm coming for you, my little robot friend. Do you make nukes? Do you make the nukes, or are they pre-made to a specific kiloton? I don't know what you mean. But yes, nukes are, when they're fabricated, they have a specific yield in mind. They don't just be like, well, let's see what happens. You know, because the yield is determined directly by the amount of material in the weapon, because it's the material in the weapon that fissions, right? So how much stuff you have available to fission determines the overall yield of the weapon. Nah, mean. I should stop saying nah, mean. I feel like that makes me sound like an old person. And I'm not. I'm young, I'm fresh, I'm spry, and I'm Kai. Think about it. Okay, so that means that radiation, which is crazy, that's like 72 sieverts per hour, which is insanity. So that means that is somewhere a weapon.
Elizabeth Calvert super chatted $10. Hi Kyle Hill, do you think a tractor beam like SW or ST is possible one day? Wouldn't it involve changing gravity and push the beam shooting ship backwards cause equals opposite reaction stuff?
Thank you, Liz. Thank you for the 10. Say hello to tiny human Alex for me. I hope he's doing wonderful and his hair is glorious. Where's the weapon? Yeah, tractor beams like in Star Trek, or Star Wars, Star Trek, all that stuff. Anything that kind of violates the equal and opposite reaction. Oh, what? Anything that violates the equal and opposite reaction thing is usually not physically possible. Like, for example, when, a character uses the Force to, say, pull something or someone to them, they should be pulled towards that object with an equal and opposite reaction. Like, if I was Wide Boy, and I brought someone to me with the Force, I should be pulled to them with an equal and opposite reaction. I should probably also be compelled to move towards them also. So that kind of stuff doesn't make sense. What scientists have what some scientists have worked on that they call tractor beams, but aren't like, sci-fi tractor beams, is a way to send out waves of energy or pressure, like sound, outwards, so that they can reflect and push things towards themselves kind of thing. But that's not like a true tractor beam. But yes, you are exactly right in that things that seem to break the equal and opposite reaction, Newton's third law, those are everywhere in science fiction, and they're incorrect. Let's see what happens. Okay, then. Now, it would have been nice if I got any notification that that crap was around here. Where are they? Okay, I went down there, and then Deathclaws showed up. So let's not do that. This means there's a warhead somewhere right around here, right? But if I go in there, Deathclaws are going to kill me. So where do we go, Cotton-Eyed Joe? Where did I come from? Where did I go? Oh, maybe these cages. Maybe they were in these cages. Where did you come from, Mr. Joe? Of the cotton variety? Yeah, I'm familiar, Dupalis. I'm familiar with Quite Interesting. Who doesn't like Stephen Fry? I mean, really. Aside from losers. I see you now! Yeah, I see you. I see where you came from. I see where you came from. I see where you came from. Do I have any more mines? Beep, 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 boop, boop, pop, 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 beep, boop, pop, pop, beep, boop. Don't want that. Beep, boop, pop, pop, beep, boop, beep, boop, pop, pop, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, boop, pop, boop, boop. Come get some! Come on. Come on, come get it. Oh, they're too strong! Or are they? Ow! Nope! Oh, I'm dead. Ah! Oh, great science, man, says Chaos Shade. With regard to nuclear warheads in the game, what do you think the yield is? I don't want to speculate because I believe the yield is stated somewhere in these games. So I don't know what the actual yield is. But I think it's stated somewhere. Right? I think it is, right? I mean, if you've never read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I think you should read it. It's a classic. But if you're more amenable to audiobooks, there's an audiobook version read by Stephen Fry, which I highly recommend because he's got a great voice and he's very good at reading it, and he does all his little characters and stuff. It's great. I have so many sodas. I'm looking around for warheads. Whoop. 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 Yeah, I see you. Oh! I see you. Ow, ow, ow. How does that not do that? Ow. How does that not do a million bajillion damage to him? That's ridiculous. Look at how many rockets I'm putting into their butt. Fine. You want to do that? You want to do that game? Let's do that game. Beep boop bop beep boop bop. Let's do that game. Beep. Whoop. Oh. Eh. Bah. Oh, you burned my eyes. Bam. You exploded. Come here. Bam. Bam. Stimpack that. Oh, he did. Okay. Oop. I'm on a very sensitive controller. Bam. Bip boop. See what happens when you mess with a stranger in the Alps? Ow! Ow. Ow. Oh, you ducked. Bam. Oh, bam! Oh, wah! Come on! Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out. Get out of my face. Get out of it. Get out of it. Don't go in it. Don't go near it. Don't go around it. Get out of it. There better be something behind the waterfall or I'm gonna be angry. Okay, thank God. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait a second. I remember this. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait a second. I remember this. Okay, I think there's like a super mega deathclaw behind this. Behind this. I think there's like a super mega deadly deathclaw behind this. So here's what I'm going to do. Option A is I'm going to try to shoot its legs with a crotchinator. A lot. To try to get it to cripple. The nail gun's better at that. Bonus critical chance and limb damage. Okay, I'm going to do that. That's plan A, and we will change it if we need to. But I think there's like a super deathclaw right around this corner, and it's like white or something. Uh-oh. Yeah, it just became spooky. Uh-oh. I think, ooh, yeah, that's why they gave you a mini nuke. Yeah. And that's why it closes behind me. Uh-oh. 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 That one. There it is. Oh! Oh! Haha, cheese. Ah, damn it! That Deathclaw's name was Rar. Okay, so we need a little bit more preparazione. Okay. Legs. Oh, it's so fast. Legs. Okay. Plan C. Plan C. This Bozar is nuts. Plan C is to take some Med-X, probably, if I have any. Yes. But, I wonder if I shoot it in the butt. What's the best way to do this? Maybe I can really F it up from far away. Let's try that. Try to slow. Oh, it knows I'm here! It's gonna approach me so quickly, though. Right up its cloaca. Yep, right near my face. That'd be great. Did I die inside of vats? Fat man is the best option. I don't have a fat man on me. Have you had mines for it to step on? Nope. Am I going to throw myself against this until it works? Yep. Okay. Plan D. Stands for Big D. Get the sligs so it slows down. Get the sligs so it slows down. Get the legs so it slows down. Get the slig. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna keep throwing myself again. Plan E. Hit! Hit! Legs! It kills me inside of vats! Oh my god. Okay, alright, alright. Alright. I think the minigun is the way to go. I'm gonna pop some... I'm gonna pop some Med-X. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get up in its guts. Like this. Survive the first hit. Can probably pop some Psycho. Then some Stimmies. Its damage is so high! Run backwards while shooting at it? I can't. The cave closes in behind me. Isn't that crazy? Wait. Can I cheese? Yes. Time to cheese him. Yes. Has it? Has it? He can't make it up here. There's no way. Yes. 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 So naive. So naive. Wait. Could I... That's all I had to do? Just drop the rocks on him? Is that it? Was that it? Nope, there's two of them! Oh! Okay. So I'm gonna do that cheese again, because I'm from Wisconsin. Okay. So that's one Deathclaw right there, right? Then there's the other one over there. So what if I just anger him? What happens? Nothing? Oh, he... Okay, so that Deathclaw exploded. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to try to lure the other one over here by doing this. Mike Piazza! Ken Griffey Jr.'s baseball! I feel like that's not going far enough, John. Where are you? Hello? I bet he doesn't even spawn till you get over to here so that you can't cheese him like this. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Alright. Now, the secondary cheese. The second cheese is if I can jump over to this right over here. If I can go like that. If I can go like... Shit! Wait. No, wait. No. No! He's gonna kill me! Okay, wait. Speed run. Yeah! Yeah! Jump. Yeah. Okay, now do that, but this way. Yeah! Do that, but this way. Yeah. Now do that, but this way. Nope. Okay, now do that, but this way. Yeah! Okay, now do that, but this way. Yeah. Now do that. Go over. Wait. Oh, wait. I can get up this thing. What am I doing? All right. Okay. Plan F. I'm going to blast its legs. And I'm dead. Oh, my eyeballs! Jesus. Oh, jeez. Holy. Okay. Plan G. Shoot it in its legs again. Come here. eh, 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 eh. Just aim for the head. He can still jump and lunge with one leg. Okay. All right. Okay. Plan H. Plan H. What's the highest dam I have here? I mean, this thing's pretty serious. Drugs! Drugs! Preparation H, moving on to preparation I. Okay, you're telling me to activate him and then go back. Can I get back on the cheese spot? Oh God, he's coming! Oh, he's coming! He's coming for me! No, please! Okay. All right. Yes. All right. Cheese time. Can he get up here? You're dead. You're dead. I don't even care how many rads I'm getting right now. You're a dead man. You're a dead man. Beep boop pop. Nope. I'm gonna get too many rads doing this, so I'm gonna go beep boop bop beep. You chat, you're so smart. Oh, he's so resistant to it. How far can I throw my nades? Okay. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yes. Yes, you stupid animal. Yes. Yes. All right, how far can I I mean, this is going to work just fine, but can I throw it this far? Nope. All right, this is going to work just fine. Just fine. Fine. Just fine. Fine. Go back to the minigun. Just fine. Yeah! Yes. Die, you big crocodilian mutated sack of meat. Yes. Oh, my cloaca where everything goes in and out. Oh. Bam. Problem solved. Good idea, chat. You nailed it. Chat, you nailed it. Oh, the flare gun frightens abominations. I probably could have used that. Or the mini nuke that they gave me. Oh. Oh, well. Got anything cool back here? Sexy sleepwear. Hell yeah. Does he have anything else? Should I check? Wait. He probably has something cool on him, right? Like his hand. Oh, there you are. Oh. Oh, hello. Rar's talent. Yes. Might be able to turn into a weapon. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Iguana? Are they mutated iguanas? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Put on the sexy sleepwear? No, you do it. Yeah, minigun gauntlets are super duper strong, aren't they? Well, they ignore, like, damage resistance. Or something. They ignore armor, right? They ignore armor, right, chat? Am I... Chat? Chat, come on. There was something behind the waterfall. Well, calm down now. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. Boom. Now, would a laser detonate a nuclear weapon? Probably not. Nuclear weapons are hard to detonate. They need an extreme amount of precision to detonate all of the conventional weaponry around the stuff that they want to almost instantaneously compress into a critical mass. So inside of a nuclear weapon, you have subcritical masses, and you want to use conventional weapons, just, you know, normal explosives. Ow, ow, ow! Ow, ow, ow! To blow that up. To create, like, a spherical... Bah, 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 beep, boo. Why isn't this doing any damage to you? To compress a critical, subcritical mass into a critical mass very, very quickly. To get as much fissiones as possible. Whee! I might be using explosive ammo, I forget. Ow, what the shit is that? Ow! Two can play that game. Invisible piece of crap. Ooh, his name is Blade. Wesley Snipes. Ow! Oh! Wesley Snipes? Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow. Wesley. Ow. Alright, that's enough. Alright, that's enough. Alright, that's enough. Alright, that's enough. Get his legs! Get his legs! Yeah, don't feel so good right now, do you? Don't feel so good right now, do you? Oh, my crotch! Ow! Wesley! Wesley! Well, we both almost died there. But it was mostly you who died. Ooh, you look cool, though. We're both fine. I'm using a bunch of sassy perilla so that I can get my weight down. You know how it is. A girl's got to look after her figure, you know? Beep, beep. Boop, bop, beep, boop, bop, bop, beep. You know how it is, Chet. And now to nail some men. In-game. No, I already have a big Blade of the West. Wesley Snipes is Blade. Think about it. I can't tell if this is a big-ass DLC or we're just taking our sweet, sweet, sweet time. Beep. Beep. Yeah, I killed Blade, but he was wanted for tax evasion, so I had to do something. If it was up to me, you know, but it's the tax evasion, and you know. You know, I was in the same room with Wesley Snipes once. He is very, very... Oh, crap! They're still invisible! Oh! Stop being hard to see! Anyway, like I was saying, Wesley Snipes is very, very short. Very short. Who still wants some? Huh? I'll take drugs. Don't make me take drugs and come over there. Don't make me take drugs and come over there. I will get you. Where's the bad guy? I want to sleep. How short? Shorter than me. I'd say Wesley Snipes looks like 5'7". Something like that. Soon, welcome. Mark, welcome, 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 welcome. Whew. Oh yeah, he's a great Blade. He's just also wanted for tax evasion, that's all. Alright, continuing. I really wanted to sleep with my little booty there. What are you, 1.8? What, meters? I don't measure myself in meters. I measure myself against other people. And then I judge them. You know, Hank Green's taller than me? He's pretty tall. Must be another warhead somewhere. There it is. You trying to hide from me? You can't hide from me. There you were. There you were. I see it. Wesley Snipes is 5'9". Well, he seemed shorter than that. He seemed a lot shorter than that. Whee. I'm definitely going to miss one warhead somewhere. Y'all talk about laminar flow and fluids yet? No, I was about to, but I haven't. Fluid dynamics is a very, very, very hard field. It's hard to understand. Oh, damn it! It's hard to understand. Waste disposal station. Uh-oh. Ah! Damn you, skinless weirdos! Ah! Get out of my face! Damn it! Is this like... Is that where I should go? Because if there's like nuclear waste in there, I'm all about it. I guess... Yeah, I guess that's where I have to go, huh? Unless I can go through here. Don't think so. I was already just... Oh, I just did this. Okay. Do not go into the waste cave. You dog! You sound scared. Me? I'm never scared. Where was that? Where did that missile come from? Where? Get into the... Ah! Get into the house and sleep it off. All negative missile effects go away if you sleep. There we go. Try to missile that. Try to missile that. Now let's see if I can see your little tobies from here. Show me your toes. Show me your little toes. Where are they? Show me your little piggy trotters. There you are. Hello. Oh, that's a missile. Oh, that looked kind of cool flying past me though. Stop moving. Stop moving your limbs. My limbs are shaky. I shot it out of his hand. You see that? I shot the missile launcher out of his hand across the pond. Here, one second. Boop. Not shaky now. Bam! Get wrecked. Get wrecked. I may be using explosive ammunition. I'm not sure about that. Now, what the red rebel, I'm thinking of Tarkov, the red glare seems worse than the missile launcher. I feel like I should pick up the missile launcher instead. And what do you know? It's right there. Boop. Can I carry it? Yes, I can. Should have taken Annabelle with me. The hottest missile launcher. 62? Yeah. Yeah, Annabelle's a good-looking missile launcher. Kyle Snipes. You missed the elite riot gear? No, I didn't. I put it in a box. Into the cave! That's a lot of nuclear waste. It says radioactive. Now, let me be clear. Let me be clear. Oh, there's a lot of waste in here. Let me be clear. Couple inaccurate things and accurate things that you're seeing right now in this game. First of all, someone like me will say nuclear waste is not stored like that. However, I'm talking about a certain kind of nuclear waste. Now, there's 3 kinds of nuclear waste. Low-level nuclear waste, intermediate-level nuclear waste, and high-level nuclear waste. Okay. LLW, ILW, HLW. Now, LLW, low-level nuclear waste, you do see in stuff like this. But that's the kind of nuclear waste that it's maybe contaminated gloves or clothing. It's not like spent nuclear fuel or anything like that. It is stuff that is safe enough to be left alone somewhere to decay to harmlessness over time. It's low level. It's not a problem. I have seen it buried in barrels, in barrels like this, on site. Okay. Now, high-level nuclear waste is what I say is not in barrels like this. High-level nuclear waste are in those giant concrete fuel casks, those dry fuel casks that you have on pads on site outside of a nuclear power plant. Now, right now, they all stay outside of nuclear power plants because in a lot of places, some places in Europe are much further along in this, but in the United States, there is no agreed upon geological repository like you're looking at to store high-level nuclear waste. If there were, you would take those dry casks and you would store them 1,000 meters underground, below groundwater tables, below anything that's geologically interesting, and they would stay there and decay over thousands of years, and they can't leak because what's inside them is solid, and it's evacuated of air so it doesn't react with any oxygen in there and all of that. So all this is to say that if you're looking at underground nuclear waste stored away forever, it's not, for the most part, it's not going to look like low-level nuclear waste like this. It's going to look like high-level nuclear waste. Now, could you put low-level nuclear waste in barrels like this deep underground? Yes, you definitely could. But when you hear about the stuff that we really need to get rid of for a long time, that be the giant dry casks that we have on site at nuclear power plants around the world, but we don't need to have them on site. We could put them underground, but there is no agreed upon underground site in the United States to put them in. It was going to be Yucca Mountain, but then people near Yucca Mountain was like, okay, but what if this thing deep underground 100 miles from any population center was dangerous? And then they didn't allow it, and then it collapsed in the Obama administration. For good reason? No, I don't think it was for good reason. Now, let's see. Let's do a little experiment, shall we? Let's see how hot it gets in here in this waste storage cave. Ooh, hello. You got some goodies. You got some goodies in here. You got some goodies. 3 rads per second in the context of this game is not very high. In the context of life, in the context of real life chat, in the context of real life chat, 3 rads per second is over 100 sieverts per hour, which means you would get a lethal dose of radiation in roughly 360 seconds, which is 6 minutes, which is scary. Got any Dramamine? Dramamine wouldn't help you until after you were irradiated and maybe you're throwing up. But if you throw up, I'm going to talk about this in the next Half-Life history, but there's a... So remember it. It's going to be on the test. There's a disturbing rule of thumb that I found while researching the next Half-Life history. And that is that if you are intensely irradiated and you throw up within the first hour of being irradiated, you have a near 100% chance of multiple organ failure, which is basically death. So in any of these stories, you hear about people getting a huge amount of radiation and then immediately throwing up. Those are basically dead people walking. That's a lot of lead. Uh-oh! What irradiates us the more each day, the Earth or the Sun? I don't know. Well, depends. Depends. Different areas on Earth have different ambient levels of radiation. They're in different areas with different geology, which has more or less uranium, which has more or less radium and radon around. So there's different parts of the world that have much higher background rates of radiation or much less background rates. Then it depends if you're out in the sun a lot, if you're outside a lot, if you take a lot of flights. All that are sources of radiation. You get irradiated from the sun through UVA, BC. You get irradiated from space, cosmic background, not cosmic, cosmic rays from space, high energy particles from space. You get irradiated that way. So it depends on where you are and what you do. So it won't turn into a superhero like Family Guy? No, Family Guy made fun of it. That was a funny joke. There's like, the mayor tried to get superpowers by rolling in nuclear waste. And then he went to the doctor and was like, you have lymphoma. He's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that was... Oh! No! Why did you all show up here? Lymphoma, of course, being a kind of cancer. Ah! Stop it! I don't want to reload. Thank you. How many science times we're up to now? Just look on the screen, my boy. Look on the screen, my boy. Just look on the screen, my boy. Adam West. 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 Alright, I don't know where to go anymore. I thought it was through that. Oh, I'm right next to the temple. Oh, I'm right next to the... Maybe it's her fur. SpongeBob, I'm a man. A big, big man. Adam West. Adam West. Adam West. Beep, boop. Okay, where's the entrance to this theater kids temple? Because this guy monologues like crazy, chat. This guy monologues like crazy. Adam West. Adam West. Adam West. Okay, how do I get there? It says go yonder. Yonder. In there? No. Stay back, I have a nail gun. Did I already look at that one? Yes. Did I already do that? Yes. Did I already do that? Yes. Must be through this hotel somehow, but I keep... Oh, wait. Maybe it's up... Ooh. Aha. Mm-hmm. Aha. Mm-hmm. Aha. Mm-hmm. Aha. Wait, how do I get up there? Through here? Maybe? Oh, man. You've unlocked a new vocal tick. Yep. This is the right way. Yes. Here we are. Activate his computer. Jackie's computer. Should have jacked out of the computer. Maybe he wouldn't be so dead. Okay, how do I get... Wait. I have to get right there. I have to get right there. How do I do that? How do I... Chat, how do I do that? Well, this isn't correct. but I'm making it work. That can't be how... Oh, you're supposed to go up there. This can't be correct. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I'm making so many burnt peanut sounds that it's disturbing me. Can I get back up there with this? Ooh. Hee hee. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. Adam is a legend, but you have a soft spot for Kevin Conroy? Well, yeah, of course. Everybody does. Why can't I set off bombs with the... Take that! There we go. Modern problems, chat, require solutions involving Dave Chappelle. I guess. Oh, God. Who's that now? Ah, come get some. Thanks for being here, Liz. Appreciate you, as always, and per usual. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they're invisible. Oh, they're invisible. He's coming. Come over here, invisible man. Come over here, invisible man. You know, there's a really weird scene in The Invisible Man with Kevin Bacon when the invisible man touched that girl's boobie, but it was an invisible movement of her boobie, so it looked like a ghost was moving her boobie. I saw that scene as a kid, and it was burned into my brain, and I can't forget it. And now you have to listen to it. So I apologize. Hey, look how I placed that. Just nice right there. Kyle, if you had to survive in the Fallout Wasteland, how would you purify irradiated water for consumption without fictional tech like Radaway? Well, you'd want to do all the normal stuff. If there's fallout around, then that fallout is particulate, right? It's it's radioactive material that has glommed on to dust or other particles and things like that. So you could do the same kinds of things you would do for natural water filtration. The first thing I would try you can build a artificial filtration system out of different or increasing levels of surface area of materials. So if you take like a tube, like a cylinder, you take a 2 liter soda bottle and you cut the bottom off, and you have the filter, you have the main thing at the bottom. You cut the bottom off. You fill that bottom with burn a bunch of wood, and then make some ashes and coal, and then fill the bottom of the bottle with coal. Well, put some sand down there. Then put some coal on top of it. Coal, or carbon, has an incredible amount of surface area. It's like per gram, it's like 100 square meters or 1,000 square meters. It's something really stupid. But it has an immense amount of surface area. That's why we use activated charcoal in filters, because it has a lot of tiny, tiny little crevices in an immense amount of surface area to catch particulate and things that are very small. Now, above that, you have increasing surface areas. You put some sand, then you put some rocks, and you put some grass, or something like that. And so as the water goes down, it is encountering an increasing amount of surface area through which it has to pass, and hopefully all the particulate and stuff that is in the water will be filtered out, and then after that, boil the water. Something like that. I was going to say, I don't think the water itself can be irradiated. Well, let's be clear. Things aren't radioactive. Radioactive materials are radioactive, right? The way something becomes radioactive, it's either gets activated by neutron bombardment, and this can happen to metals in a high neutron flux. Or there are some radioactive materials that have attached to some dust, or you've breathed in, or you ate, or is on your clothing, or something like that. Being radioactive is not a property that you gain. It's something you're contaminated by. You know what I mean? What about tritiated water? Tritiated water is water with tritium in it, which is a radioactive material. The water, even though it's chemically identical to water, it is a radioactive atom that is in the water. Activated charcoal saves lives. Now, I didn't know activated charcoal can filter out hot particles. Well, hot particles are just particles of fuel, right? Or fission products. So if it can't make it through that size of sieve, then it can filter it out, right? But everything I just described is more or less an accurate description of a classic survival tactic to filter water. And I may have gotten it incorrect about how you make the charcoal and what layers that you do, but it's more or less that. It is more or less increasing the surface area down to something like activated charcoal that you could make in a fire, and then so all that charcoal doesn't go into your mouth, then you have one final layer or an additional layer of sand or whatever it is so the water comes out. You can look up. What I'm saying is I may have not said everything completely correct, and since this is a survival tactic, I am not going to be held responsible for you ingesting a bunch of cesium-137. So if you want to look up more about that water filtration tactic, you can find it online. It is a well-worn survival tactic. I'm close enough. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm getting at. I remember the first time watching Hogan's Heroes, and what episode was talking about hard water or something like that and trying to stop the Germans from using it. Philly 3000, I have good news. It's actually called heavy water, and it's heavy. It's heavy because it has deuterium in it, and they were trying to use it to make their nuclear reactors and then make nuclear weapons fuel. I have an entire episode on that back on the Half-Life Histories playlist on the main channel if you want to hear the full story about how a few Norwegians trekked into Nazi territory to blow up their heavy water production facility in secret. Zanny, thank you for the raid of 4. Let's get to sciencing. I feel like we just did 10 sciences in a row. And now I'm verbally tired. Die, Invisible Man! Fool. Oh, I thought that was me. He was all... That guy was also next to a bookcase. I thought that was definitely me who just died. All right. What a fool. What a fool. Okay, this is the... We're near the end game. Can we make it? We might be able to make it. And then... Ooh, my... That's cool. Once we make it to the end of the game, apparently we can choose to launch a nuclear weapon somewhere. And then if I choose the right location, I can visit that crater after the DLC is done, and then that's the most radioactive place in this entire game. That might take the end of this stream and then the beginning of the next one, but we'll see. I'll take a stealth bee. And then I'll force this lock! Damn it. How close to the end? I mean, should I crack open a case of White Claws? The science parts are so awesome. Soon Muse Live. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That is the whole point of these streams. That's the point of our partnership with Basilisk. That's the point. That's the whole point of my life, basically. So I hope you're enjoying yourself, and I'm glad if you are. And that's good. Uh-oh, that sounds like robots. Robots are notoriously resistant to nails in their face, but they're not resistant to this boy. Hey, tell me if this tickles. Danger. The terminal for me with 100 intelligence, 100 science, 10 intelligence. None of these terminals are hard for me. You know what I mean? Inevitably. I'm the smartest man in the contiguous 48 states, soon to be Hawaii and Alaska. But I haven't invaded them just yet. I feel like... Wait, yeah, it's Hawaii and Alaska that's not contiguous, right? Force it! Look, I'm not a geography doctor. I'm not even a nuclear doctor. Although, my next nuclear trip, chat, I'm excited to tell you about it. But I'll get to that. I'll get to that. But the cool thing is that I may have to take a radiation protection course. And if I do that, I'll film all of it. But then I will be slightly certified for a very specific thing. And that's fun. Wouldn't centrifuge after filtration help separate the materials? If you're filtering water, I'm going off on things that you can do, like, in a survival situation. That's all. Robes of Atoms Devoted lets you go over 1,000 rads without dying, and Ghoulish and Solar Powered lets you regen from getting rads. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Okay, chat. Okay, I'm excited. My next nuclear trip, I might be able to go inside a nuclear power plant while it's getting refueled. So once every 2 years in the United States, a nuclear power plant, well, each nuclear power plant in the United States usually goes on like a 2-year cycle. But when a nuclear power plant is getting refueled and defueled, it has to go through a lengthy, very safe process of turning off the nuclear reactor, basically, taking its top off, nice, and then actually taking out fuel and putting fuel back in and moving fuel around. And that's when you can actually see the core with your own eyes and the beautiful, most intense Cherenkov any human eyes will ever see, except for those guys with the demon core who super died. And I think I will get to see all of that. But first I have to take some training courses so that, I don't, be stupid around people. But that would be very cool if I get to do that. And it would also be like in like 4 weeks or like 3 or 4 weeks. Die, robot! Oh, he's so handsome. Oh. Have you ever heard of dodging? I need my barter up to 70 because I want to be able to travel with a lot of junk in my butt. Oh, that's a cool map. I want one of these maps. This is a cool map. I want this machine. I want a map. I don't necessarily want this map, but I want this thing. This is cool. It's like how 3D printer moves, but with a magnifying glass, and I like that. Someone build me that, please. Is Nicole still part of the channel? She builds stuff like that. She built me my Witcher 3 map. Open it up. Wait. Open up the other thing. Oh. Wait. I have 100 science. I must be able to turn on those turrets in there somehow. I'm the smartest man in the world. I should be able to turn it on. So that will expose you to a lot of radiation? No, it's just you got to be safe. That's all. So I have kissed a nuclear waste cask I have not put my lips up against high-level nuclear waste. That would be a bad idea. That is not Alara, as they say, as low as reasonably achievable. That would be taking an unnecessary risk. All right. Now, should I be let into? Should I be able to swim in a spent nuclear fuel pool to prove a point? Yes, I should. Let me do it. Cowards. EMP. EMP. Will you let the... yeah, will they let you film the core while they refuel? Yes, so if I'm not able to see it directly with my camera, they also have a feed going directly into the core to see the beautiful Cherenkov radiation, and I will get footage of it. That's the idea. Yeah. Well, Keith, you're describing like a... Ah! You're like a pro... You have like a pro Fallout build. I don't know anything about like specific builds that make you super sick, you know? What I'm saying is I don't know anything about anything in this game. I want to make the... Ooh, cosmic knife. What the hell is that? Fist of the North Rar. Hell yeah! That sounds cool. Oh, I need stuff. Ooh, look at all... Yeah, I want that. Yeah. That just sounds cool. Give me your stuff. Right. There's nothing top secret about the reactors. When you go into a nuclear power plant, there are things that you can and can't film for sure. I've been told, hey, don't film this. You're okay to film that, etc. But that has more. It has zero to do with the actual reactor itself. It has everything to do with the security around the reactor. So, in and around a nuclear power plant, you're not allowed to take pictures of any of the security stations, the fences, basically anything that has to do with security that someone could look at and then take advantage of. You can't do that. All right, fool. Time to end this. That's a lot of nuclear warheads, chat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Remember, this guy looks pretty cool. Can a power plant actually have a China syndrome? You mean... for a nuclear meltdown to go all the way through the Earth and out the other side? No.
Even in this place, NCR's shadow falls. Or is it just you, Courier? You are too late. The divide is awakening. The package and the message within have come full. The sequence has begun just as before. Except...
Yes. Yeah, what you're doing... This is madness! Nuclear weapons are crazy!
No. Now there is purpose. I believe you when you say you were... Many messages can be taken from that, intended or not. What I do now...
I guess what happened to Chernobyl was a China syndrome? No. It was a meltdown and an explosion. The China syndrome, as I understand it, is literally named after, or it's called that because it's a nuclear meltdown that melts through the Earth and goes all the way to China. right? Isn't that why it's named that? Not only would it make it all the way through the Earth, but if it got to the center of the Earth, it wouldn't go through to the other side because gravity points the other way. Once you cross the center of the Earth, the gravity goes the other way because it all goes towards the center of the Earth. Science time.
Blame you? No. Learned from you. Both the weapon to kill a nation and the strength to do it. You showed me a road, a way to
Okay, you're kind of crazy, dude. So you're just gonna bomb the whole world or something?
No, not the Mojave. The West. All that's been built since America died.
Why?
Same
Why
symbols as
do
before
that?
the war. You walked the West, didn't stay.
Okay.
And knowing that you believe in a bear's sickness and have given it strength, and that gives more reason to. After this, only one flag will remain over.
You don't have enough missiles to do that.
No need to destroy the bear. Just cut its throat. You taught me that at the Divide.
No one could ever make a big enough reactor to make a literal Chino syndrome. That's true. No. I'm saying if a hot mass of stuff wouldn't stay hot enough for long enough with enough thermal energy to make it 6,000 kilometers down to the center of the Earth where it's as hot as that, and then if anything made it to the center of the Earth, it would stay there because that's where all the gravity points.
I'll turn the
Science
long
time.
15 into
Okay, you're crazy.
words are not an.
Oh, I could probably get him to like
are things of-
kill himself or something, right? All right, let's do this.
I'll finish history's work. Let's end this courier. You and I.
You're crazy. You're crazy. Nuclear non-proliferation has failed. Time to die. Ow! He did the... He flashbanged me. There's the words. No! I blew up the whole world! Oh no! Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm down here. Alright, that didn't work out so good. Let's do it this way. Beep, boop, bop. Boop, boop, bop, 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 bop. Drink all the soda in the world! Come here! Wait, I want to throw grenades at you. La 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 la. Come here! Come here! Do I have to blow up all the things before I leave? I probably do, huh? Bam! Oh, he's got a red glare. Excuse me! Excuse me! Leave me alone! I'm drinking soda. Leave me alone. I've gotta drink all this soda here. Oh! Leave me alone. I'm drinking soda. Excuse me. 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 This is probably a suboptimal way to do this. Unless I keep drinking soda and stew. Yes. Yum, 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 yum. Beep, boop, bop, boop. Beep, boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, boop. I feel like I have to blow all these up before I kill him or something. Whoop. Bam! Whee! There's only 3 more? I must have missed some back in the Divide, huh? Hey, guys. Where's Edie? How do I get Edie back? Just a moment. Just a moment. Is that Edie? Edie! Edie! Come back to me! My sweet boy. Or girl. Or whatever you are. Doesn't matter. Hello! Whoa, that's a big explosion there. Whee! Whee! Ha-ha! Come here. Come here. How can you resist so much damage? It's crazy. Oh, I'm dead. How do you resist so much damage? It's crazy. I'm gonna blow you up. The rocket's red glare, baby. I'm dead. Need to release him from the Eyebot pod in the other room. Also, you need to kill his health Eyebot. Oh. I feel like I can't come back to this room, so I definitely have to blow up those other... Is that true? Do I have to blow up these before I leave? Oh, I can't go back. Oh, I can't go back. Oh, that's too far back. That's 20 minutes back. Oh, well. And so now I can't get Edie back? Chat, help me. Chat, help me. Answer my questions. Boom. Boom. Do I have to be doing this right now? Is my question. Uh-oh. Oh, don't do that. Beep, 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 beep. Bam. 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 Chad, help me! I think that's... Is that all of them? I think so. Alright. I'm going to approach this more smartlier this time. So how... This guy has a lot of health and crap. So... Oh, wait. I have to go and turn off... Do I have to go and turn off each rocket? No. Wait, what do I have to do again? It would have said if I had to do something, right? I think so. I forget now how this fight works. Can I meet Lola? You don't want to meet Lola. She's, well, last person that she met, she kind of turned into poop. If you catch my D. Oh. I legit have no idea what you should be doing. Sick. Hell yeah, Chad. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Chad. Hell yeah. All right. So I'm gonna need to blow up his little duty. I'm gonna do that with an arc thing because that will be good for his little Ibit. So now can I not get Edie back? Is that for sure? What if I put a bunch of mines around him? Do I have any more plasma mines? Just pulse mines.
Even in this...
Blah, blah, blah. Time to die. Disable Ulysses' Eyebots. Ow, my eyes! Your energy weapons is being drained. Your explosives are being drained. What? Ow! Your melee weapon. What's happening? Drink all the sodas! Where's his eye butts? Oh, they're there. I need to... That's not gonna... Okay. Let's do... Maybe this? Is this gonna hit them? Will that be a good shot? No? Oh! Hell yeah. Nice shot. Nice shot. Ow! Wow, this fight sucks. Wow, this fight sucks. Drink the rest. Go down. Yeah, that's what I thought. Go down. Go down. There we go. There we go. There we go. Banana. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, don't hit me. Hey. Hey, don't go over there. See ya. Man, that would hurt. Again! Haha. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's a lot of bad guys here. This... I'm not gonna finish this fight today, I don't think. There's too much stupid crap shooting me. Die! Ow. 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 Who is... Ow! She... Ow! Ugh. Eat some junk food. Oh, damn it! I would like to reiterate that I'm still like, I'm at the base level they recommend for this game. Hey, you're the science meme guy from YouTube. I also make content. Happy to have you here, John the Lowbrain. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm never going to financially recover from this. What if I... My question that no one is helping me with is that, do I have to destroy all of these? Like, if I kill him, I can take his stuff before I leave, right? And blow up all these. And then I can get my iBot back, probably, right? Also, follow-up question. Well, first of all, this is a great little set. Look at that. It looks beautiful. I can't go back down, Mark, I can't go back down the elevator to get Edie. Third question. What if instead of listening to him, I just shot him right here, right now, in the face? Whoa! Oh, man. Hey, it turns out getting shot in the head with a .50 caliber rifle, oh, that'll do it. That'll do it. Get out of my face. 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 Whee! Drink all the soda in the world! Alright, I'm getting hit by too many guys. I'm gonna go downstairs. Alright, come down here. Fight me down here. Like a man. Ow! Ow, not like that. Ow, not like that. That's not fair. Ow. Ow, jeez. Sons of guns. Quick. Shove a bunch of food in your butt. I see you. You think I don't see you? I see you. Ow! I want to save my stim packs, but whatever. Beep, beep. All right. Come on. Ow! How many of these losers are there? Bam. 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 Burn. Ow, you're... Damn it. My DPS isn't nearly high enough. Drink all the... Drink it. All right, here we go. Pre-fire. Where'd you go? Oh! Yes, explode! Ow, my legs! I've decided to die. Oh my god. I decided, I'm just gonna die real quick. Ow! Where is this guy? Quick, drink more food. Where is this? Where? I mean, that sniper kill was pretty sick. Where? Ow, ow, ow! Die. What is... Get out of my face! Holy crap. See if I can hit this shot. Oh my god! How many of them are you? And why do you all explode into goo? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna hit it. Nice. Hell yeah. Boom. How do they keep coming? What do I have to do here? Yeah. Are they gonna keep... No! Are they gonna keep coming? What is happening? It's a gauntlet? Oh. Well, how many? I'm getting... It's annoying me. Come here. Come here. Man, if I didn't cheat and get all these weapons, I'd be dead. Bop, 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 bop. All right, there we go. Sheesh. Yes, I know it would have been easier to talk him down. I don't want to go back and respec and do all that crap. I never know what to get. Woo! Fremy Fresh, 20 gaming memberships. Fremy, that is a lot. That is too much. I appreciate you, Fremy. You know what, Fremy? Thank you for the huge support of the channel. not just gaming, but everything sciencey that we do here. I very much appreciate. Woo! Sheesh! Fremy, I'm going to let you choose my next perk. What should I get? Fremy. Help me choose the next perk, Fremy. Sheesh! Fremy! Alright, don't worry. I'll pick one for you. Ooh. That's good. Fremy! That's good too. Fremy! Ooh, I like that. Would nuking a nuke lead to a hydrogen bomb? Fun fact, yes. The way... Fremy! Themselves becoming a member. Welcome, Fremy. Ooh, that's good too. Yes, nuking a bomb is a hydrogen bomb. Yes. So John D, to answer your question specifically, the way that you make a hydrogen bomb or a thermonuclear bomb, as you sometimes hear them referred to, that's a fusion bomb. And to ignite the fusion reaction, they actually use a fission reaction. So nuking a nuke produces a hydrogen bomb. Yes, you're actually kind of right. Okay. I'm gonna go with weapons heavier than 10 now weigh half as much. Yep, I need that. Okay. Now, I think the last thing that I have to do... Yeah, my weight went from 288 to 188. Hell yeah. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take this thing, because that thing's cool. I'm gonna take your clothes. I'm gonna take this. Hell yeah. We got science time going on here yet, so there's nothing good on TV. Look over there in the middle left, my man. Sheesh. Wait, what? 47 science times, bringing us up over 200? Okay, so now, chat. We might be able to finish this game. Since, Chompy, are you still here? We don't have to leave for a little while, right? So we're still good for a second, right? Man, I should be able to take like all of these arc welders, even though I don't need them. No, I mean I don't have to stop right now. I can like 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So now, chat. Apparently, I forget where it is, but you can choose to send. You can choose to send this nuclear warhead somewhere. And once you send it somewhere, that is... Well, I have to do this first. That is when we can go finally... Ooh, cancel the missile launch. Or I can send it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Didn't know you played Fallout. Fremy, welcome, Fremy. Love your Half-Life histories. Yes, we also game. We are trying to find the most radioactive places in this game for some further content down the line. Thank you for the big dono, Fremy. I appreciate you. More Half-Life histories to come. Yes, okay. So I'm going to blow up all these, because I don't know if I can come back here. But... Okay, so instead of canceling the launch, I think I'm going to launch it at Caesar's Legion or something. So I can blow all of their stupid racist faces off the face of the earth. And then we're going to go to that crater. I don't know if we can do that all in today's stream. But let us proceed. Let us proceed. Yeah, Fremy, if you're new to the gaming channel, I have good news. Dozens of hours for you to catch up on. If you want to. if you want to. Why am I getting irradiated right there? Is there... Probably not another warhead down there, right? Stop the launch. Got it. Where are the controls? Wow. 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 Right here? These? Wow. These? These? Wow. Wow. Search the pile of goo. Nothing good on TV. I'm just talking about the Caesar's Legion. Yes, here we go. Fremy! Fremy! With another 20 big gifteds. Thank you, Fremy. Chompy, can you bring me in a little bit of silly juice to toast Mr. Fremy Frem right here? Sheesh. The terminal is already engaged in its countdown, and the abort code has been overridden. You might be able to change the missile's target or accelerate the countdown and launch the missiles immediately. I could try to cancel it. I do have enough intelligence for sure. Redirect the missiles to target both the NCR and Caesar's Legion, which sounds like just a bunch of death for no reason. Target Caesar's Legion. Target the NCR. I am going to wipe these terrible people off the map because they go around and crucify people, which is how they say not cool. All right. But first, just in case I'm wrong about how this creates the crater that we've spent the last like 40 hours trying to get to just to make some dang content. More loot. I'm going to save first. I'm going to make a separate save. Let's save here. Let's also create a new save just in case I make the wrong decision. Is this Lonesome Road? Yes. All right. Caesar's Legion is gone. This will launch Ulysses missiles against targets in the lands of the East Colorado controlled by Caesar's Legion, raining down nuclear fire on its cities and its tribes. Yes. You could have also gone to the Courier's Mile. I was told the most radioactive location is after I do this. Hey, Kyle, I love you, says Mr. NES. Ooh, beep boop up. Take this, Kaisar. Whee! Whee! I shouldn't have done that. This is bad. Oh, no! No, I shouldn't have did that. Oh, that's nuclear annihilation. That's bad. That's bad. Oh!
The divide erupted in fire as the flame trail of the two couriers' last message arced.
Oh, thanks for, yeah, it was cool to see you too at, Open Sauce, Siafu. Thanks for being here.
Encampment at Dry Wells, where the Twisted Hairs had allied, then been betrayed by Wulpus and Kaisar. Legion soldiers died, their silhouettes blasted into the ground and earth. The last word of the last of the Twisted Hairs. It was an ending to things, a way of erasing the road that had led to this point and the history that had walked with it.
So, Mark, I am
At the end of the struggle, only one courier remained in the heart of the divide. The true courier. Courier 6. The courier tore the ancient flag of the Commonwealth from its cables and cast
Is he talking about me or him?
over the corpse.
Cheers to you, Fremy.
Though whether done as a
Cheers,
sign of
Fremy.
respect or in anger,
You met William Osmond?
what had
I
been
met
endured to reach
I met
this
everybody at
moment,
Open Sauce. It was great.
that is unknown. Interpretation is something best left to history, and only the surviving courier would ever know.
So I took his stuff and made a little shrine for him. Oh, no! No! No!
As for the courier, he turned
No, Edie!
on his home
No!
second time and made his way back.
Love how
navigating
YouTube scientists and
the
engineers are
treachery
so chaotic.
of
They
the
are, those
divide.
boys are. I'm not.
Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing.
I have to go back and
the
save
courier's
Edie.
right
I have to
of
save Edie. I
passage.
got it. This is the wrong decision.
Or
I'm gonna go back
out of
and
fear.
reload the save after I check out
courier
the
walked
thing.
until he stood again upon the edge of the divide. The last road he would walk.
No!
Second
This is
battle
the bad ending.
for Hoover Dam. There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes.
Thank you, Mr. Ness.
Men do, through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
I don't like this ending. Oh, there it is. Right over there. Woo! Thanks for being here, Johnny Hopkins. Your merciless nuclear assault on Caesar's Legion has devastated the lands east of the Colorado and even reached the borders of the Mojave. At Cottonwood Cove, you can now take a journey by the river to the site of Dry Wells, a devastated encampment. Be prepared. The area is highly irradiated and infested with ghouls. You've also unlocked the Scourge of the East perk, allowing you to put a single point in any of your special attributes. You also gain reputation for the NCR for breaking the back of Caesar's Legion. Okay, so we have unlocked the site, the most radioactive area in Fallout New Vegas. We have reached the end of our journey in Fallout New Vegas. We have to go there before we go to Fallout 3, Fallout 4, check out all those other nuclear-related radiation locations for an eventual video on the main channel, and we have to do all of that. But that is a story for another day, chat. That is a story for another day. That is a story for another day, chat. Unfortunately, or fortunately, we will have one final Fallout New Vegas stream before we move over to Fallout 3, Fallout 4, looking for more of the most radioactive locations to eventually make a video in time for the new season. Because our videos on Fallout when the first season of the show came out were extremely popular, so we're going to do that again. I hope you enjoyed yourself. This stream has to come to a close because we are going to Aria's birthday. Aria has brought out her fanciest loner body. She's going to put it in a nice synthetic... What's it? Dress. Right. It's called a dress. Humans call it a dress. Good point. I'm going to put on her nice dress, and we're all going out to celebrate Aria's... the anniversary of Aria becoming sentient and super intelligent. So there will be more nuclear-related streams. And then later this month, we will probably switch over for a while to Metal Gear Solid. The famous series. We're going to science the crap out of Metal Gear Solid before the new remaster of number 3 comes out. On the main channel, expect a travel video from Slovakia with cooling towers, more shorts, more shit posts on the community page, all the memes that you get to steal from me. If you want to know everything about the goings-ons at the facilities, that's patreon.com/Kyle Hill. That's where the new edition of Office Hours will be, about a half an hour long podcast with me and my young ward, Adef, who you may know from Pokemon and science videos. We'll be hosting a podcast that exclusively answers your questions. You can find that mostly on Patreon. I hope to see you there. Hope to see you in our private Discord later. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, your night, your midsummer's night's cream, whatever that is. And thank you again to the Raiders. Thank you again to Liz. It's not much, but give our love to Aria. Tell her we say happy birthday. Thank you, Liz, for the 10. Thank you to Mr. Fremy Fresh with the 2 big donies. Thank you to the Raiders, Maz's Raiders. Big raid, big raid, big raid. Thank you all. I'll see you here, if not next Sunday, then sooner than that. But we'll be back with more science, more gaming, more everything. Just remember, until that time, be nice to each other, because this is all we got. I'll see you soon.